Hey, what's up guys? Welcome you back. So today we are going to discuss about a new program in Python programming series. Today we'll see how to find factorial of a number. So before we see the program, I just want to tell you some theory, that is how the math is done related to factorial of a number, so that if you understand the math, then it is very easy for us to write the program, because if you don't know the logic, then you can't write a program anyhow. So I know you will be knowing what is meant by factorial and how to do that one. So I will just show you quickly what is meant by that, if so somebody don't know that one. Okay, so factorial, it's a successive multiplication of a number. So factorial is found by the process of successive multiplication, where we will be taking the number and we will be multiplying it with another number which is lesser than by one value than the original number. So it will be continued up to when the value 1 comes, it will be stopped, because when we reduce 1 by 1, it becomes 0, and that will go to 0 anything, or all the numbers will go to 0 if you multiply with that one. So we will stop at the point when we encounter a 1. So I have examples here. So example 1, find the factorial of 4. So solution, 4 factorial will be equal to 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So as you can see, we are reducing 4 by 1 and multiplying, then 3 is reduced by 1, again multiplied with the answer. Similarly, 2 is reduced by 1 and multiplied with the whole answer. So like this we will be getting 24. And if you find for 5 factorial, we will be getting 120. So the same thing is applied for this one as well. So this is some quick theory about how to find a factorial. So let me just take you to the Python shell quickly and show you how to write a code there. So I will open a new file and okay, so I will start writing. So let me just write a comment here. Code to find find the factorial of a number. So I will just take an variable called factorial, which will assign to 1. Okay, so then I will take an variable I, or else okay, so I will take n equal to, so then it will be acting as an input, so the user will give this input. So I will take the user from the input, enter the number. So I will ask the user to enter the number here first, and then I will use a for loop here. So for I in range function, I will use range 1 comma n plus 1 I have to write. Otherwise, if I take only up to n, then it will be taking, if I am writing 3 factorial, then it will take only up to 2. So that, because the index value here, it will be starting from 0, so the I value will be starting from 0 here. So I need to take from if I am taking 1 here, then n plus 1 will be there. If I take 0, then I can take up to n. So from 1 I will be taking up to n plus 1. So if you want to change, then you can change. So I will write factorial is equal to, so the factorial will be equal to factorial into, so into means star I have to write in bracket, I should multiply it with n plus 1 and minus 1, because if I am writing for 4 factorial, then it will be multiplying with, first it will multiply 1 with the number less than that one. So like this. So I have to include I here, because I is the variable. So first the I value will be 1, so it will multiply with 3, then again it will go and multiply with the 2, again it will go and multiply with, so like this it will be moving basically. So next what I will do is I will come out of this for loop and try to print. So I will write print, now I will print the answer. So I will just write here the factorial of the factorial of I will rather mention the number itself. So how I can do that one? I have to concatenate two strings here. So I will write string str string of n, so it will display the number which will be entering here. So then I will use another plus operator, then I will add up these two strings. So to add those strings I have to use a double quote here. So I will write is here. So once you write is, then what we will be getting is, so I have to mention the colons as well. So these are the two colons which I am going to mention. So then I want to print factorial here. So I will just write factorial. Okay, then I will close this one, and I think I have to create a bracket here as well. So oops, no, it is not there. I think I'm missing somewhere. So this is the bracket which I need to open. So open, close. There is no need to close this one, and there is no need to open this one. So now it is correct. So it is starting from here and it is ending up to here. Okay, so that's all, and now I will just try to run this. Alright guys, so now I have to save my code. Okay, so I will just press Ctrl S. Let me just give some name. Yeah, already exists. Then okay, so let me just give it triple O. Okay, uh, then I will run this code. So let me just run this one. So enter the number. Yeah, please take 3. Then the factorial of 3 is 6. So 3 2s are 6 and 2 1 6 1s are 6. So it is 6. The answer is correct. Okay, so I will just run it once again. So this time I want to find the factorial of 5. So as you can see 120, or else this time let me just enter 123. I think it's a huge number. So as you can see, this big number it will be displaying. So like this you can find the factorial of any number. So this is the logic, the core logic which is applied in finding the factorial. But I can make this code somewhat smarter and look good by having a function in this one, and then I will be putting it in a while loop, so that when you find the factorial, then there is no need to come back again. So if I go here and find this factorial, then in this window itself it will be asking me to enter another number to find the factorial. So like this I can improve my code. So that is basically the good programming practice. So how the companies will be expecting, or if someone looks your code, then it should look like that. So it is very important for us to write the program in a very sophisticated manner. So the next two major changes what I will be doing is, I will be writing this a bunch of code in the form of a definition, so that I can call it anywhere in our function. So if you don't know about definitions or defining the functions, then you can go to my previous videos where I have showed with examples what are user defined definitions and how to use them. So I will just use the same concept here to improve this code. Okay, so then let me just modify this code. So at the end you will be seeing how the results will change. Okay, so stick with me guys. Okay, so let me just write here function to find the factorial of the number. So this is basically the set of line code, the bunch of code which will find the factorial. So I will be writing it in terms of the functions. I will just modify this one. I will give the name facto for that one, and it will be taking one argument, that is n. So the number which we want to find the factorial, and we have to indent this block of code because it should come under the definition. So I will just select that one and press Ctrl the outer bracket. So or else you can do it here as well. So indent the region. So this is the shortcut. So use that one. It will be indented by one tab. Okay, then what I have to do is I will take n as an integer. So I will make sure that I'm in entering the integer, so or else I can show you at the end what error it will show if I don't mention the line that is n equal to int of n, so that you will better understand when you saw an error and then you modify. Okay, so for now I will just write like this only. So this is the same, and then at the end I have to mention one thing only: return factorial. So this is my user defined function that is defined by me, and now it's time to call that one. So here we are calling the defined function that is factor. So we are calling the factor function to find the factorial. Alright, so I will just go to the next line and type in there. So I will just write factor, and then I will write n here. Okay, so this will basically call the factorial. Then I will just save this one and let me just run. So n is not defined. Oops, n is not defined. Yeah, guys, I have not defined n yet, so I have deleted that line. So let me just define n here. So I'll just write n equal to, so input, then I will write enter the number. So previously I have written this one, but this time I have deleted when I'm editing. Okay, so I will just save this one and try to run. Enter the number, I will write 3. Again and again it is asking me the same. Alright, so let me just run this one. So as you can see, I'm running this one here. So it is asking me the number. So 3 factorial is 6. So the problem was I have written n equal to input, enter the number. So if I change here, then I have to change here. So I just forgot that one. So this is, guys, how to write with the help of a user defined function. But you can see, as here it is still not asking me again to enter the number at the output window. So to make that one, I have to use a while loop here. So how to use while loop is, I will just take a flag here. So flag equal to, first I will take true, and then I will use a while statement. So while flag, so I will use while flag, and I will just enter this one here, and I have to indent this one. So I will just indent by one tab. Then what I will do, I will find the I will instruct the user n equal to input, use enter the number, then factorial. Then I will go to the next segment where I will be taking the some variable k equal to, then it will be input as well. So I will just write a string here to instruct the user, enter s if you want to continue. So if you want to continue, enter yes. So we have to enter yes if you want to continue. Okay, so that is the meaning of this particular string. And now how I will be putting it in a while loop, let us see. So let me just take some space here. Then I will use the if statement here. So if whatever the user has entered, that is k is equal to yes, so if he has entered yes, then what I want to do is I have to continue the while loop or infinite loop. So I will make the flag again true. So the flag will be again true, and if the user won't enter yes, so at that moment the meaning of that one is the user is done with his work and he want to come out of this that loop. So I will enter else, and it should come. Okay, so I will intend at the end. Alright, so I will just take this one here and then enter flag is equal to false. So let me just indent this region as well. Okay, so then I have to make this equal. So alright, now it is equal, and it is asking me for the user input, and it is comparing there. So let me just run this one. I will save this one and try to run. So yeah, it is asking number, so 4 I will enter. So the factorial of 4 is 24. Enter yes if you want to continue. Alright, I want to continue, so I will enter yes here. Then enter the number, again it is asking me. So as you can see, I will enter 3 now. Then again it is asking, I will enter yes. Then again I will enter 24. Again it is asking. So like this, it will be asking you again and again. But problem what will be happening here is, if I enter 3.1, so what will happen? So oops, it is not asking me like that. So it should ask me actually, if I enter 3.1, it should give an error. So enter the number, I will enter 3.1. So as you can see, it is entering a value here. So as you can see, it is asking me a error. So range integer and argument expected got float. So it is expecting an integer here and it has got a float. So how I can avoid this error? So I have to mention only one sentence here. So that is, I have to make the number, whatever number we are entering, it as a integer. So I will write n equal to int of n. So n equal to int of n if I mention, then if you enter 3.1, it will be converted to 3. So like this it will be rounded off. So I will just run this one. So as you can see, if I enter 3.1 this time, it will not throw an error. It is asking for me to enter if yes if you want to continue. So like this you can do different things here. Alright guys, so one more thing which I want to add here is, if I don't enter yes, then it should come out of this while loop and it should go to the main program. So that changes I have just done. So as you can see here, flag, so I have written previously FALG, so that was mistake, sorry about that one. So just a spelling mistake, so I have changed now. So I have written flag and flag. Okay, so I will just show you a demo here. So yes, it is asking me the number 4 and enter yes if you want to continue. No, I don't want to continue now, so I will enter no here. So then as you can see, it is coming out of the for loop or the while loop. Or else you can do like this as well. So I will just run this one and enter number 4. And then if I print, if I give some any number, if I say I am giving input as 5, then it will come out of the loop. But the thing is that if I give any integer here, so or if I write no like this, then it will show an error, because it is not able to recognize this no, because it has to compare that no here. So it will be comparing k with no, so it is not able to decide whether no is an integer or a string or something else. So it will throw an error. So make sure that whenever you enter a value here, it will be in terms of the string. So it doesn't mean that you should enter no only. So I can enter nothing also. So anything if you enter, it should be in the form of string, so that it will understand. Okay, so here it is string, so it expect an string here. Okay, so make sure that you are writing or giving input in terms of the string itself. So this is the code which is complete, I think, so which is used to find the factorial, and it is written well in the form of a defined function, and with the help of a while loop we are making it run again and again until and unless user want to quit. So thank you guys, thanks for watching. So that's all about today's session, and we will be meeting in our next session with an interesting video. So follow our channel, subscribe the channel, because we will be uploading the Python related videos continuously. Thank you, thanks for watching guys, see you again.